Hey, Phoenix is rising, getting ready to go to work. This is Coach T, and I wanted to share this with you because this was a totally unsolicited, unprovoked, and it made me think of the illegals who have unalived beautiful young women because they wanted to, because they wanted to get a reaction, they wanted to satiate some perverted desire, right? They calculated and they planned and they schemed, and then later on they pretend like they're the victim. These two jerks decided that while I was walking my babes before going to work, and sorry, put my shirt on real quick. Before I was going to go to work and minding my own business, and I saw them. I always have a prayer before I go out, and these guys hate prayer. They really hate prayer. It doesn't matter how much they talk about God and all this other kind of stuff. The God that they serve is Satan, because normal people don't go out of their way to antagonize somebody that doesn't know them. They don't. You see what I'm saying? Just like um, the guys that are pictured here. Um, with Lake and Riley. We know her story, and the illegal Venezuelan that was here, Jose Ibarra, and then the 30-year-old Shantae Brescian Dixon, who was unalived by an illegal Uber driver in a fit of rage, probably because she was not going to date him or go out with him or whatever, right? And she was, he discarded her like a piece of junk, right? And trigger warning. Trigger, trigger, trigger. But I'm tired of it. I go about my business. I'm getting ready for work now. There's nothing that I did to these guys, but when he was crossing the to the other side from, I could see him from the crosswalk. So again, I always pray. It's like, well, don't let my enemies get within a certain amount of distance before I actually see them and can, you know, act accordingly. And act accordingly means, either get out of the way or post have my camera ready, right? And I had my camera ready. I didn't feel like getting out of the way because I wanted to show you guys, but it was because of my big groups. Pardon me, because I was still pushing the stroller. I had my fur babies in the stroller. We're going out for a walk. They come from, so I could see him saying, "Hey, she has a body cam. This is my body cam. I carry it everywhere, right?" And they watch my channel because they want to keep up on what I'm doing and what I'm not doing and what I'm saying and what I'm not saying. And instead of just going and changing your life and stop fucking around with other people's lives and trying to get them to worship you, um, or your sexism or whatever. And so these guys went out of their way, just like these two illegals, demons, went out of their way. And it is a cultural thing. These guys go out of their way because they want to prove to you that they can do whatever they want to you and they don't have to follow your rules. They don't have to respect your boundaries. I'm sitting here, I'm walking, I'm showing you between the guy, the bald Jabba the Hutt predator at the one side, and here's the wall. You have more than enough room. You can see that. I left a little bit of room. You can see that because where the bright lights are in front is where they were coming from. And the guy in white kept saying, "Look, she has this," and he was trying to be, you know, um, inconspicuous. But I was like, I'm watching you as if I have a telephoto, right? That's how I am. So sorry, it's going to get cold where I'm working. So, um, it's again unprovoked. You're sitting there, you're staging it, and you're planning it. Like Jose Barrera, illegal piece of shit. He had $4,000 in his pocket, and instead of going and getting one of his women, and then you're already married. Oh, but these are family people, and all they want to do is what is live their life and start businesses for free and all this other kind of stuff. No, these what was these guys' excuse? He wanted to try and shame or embarrass me or whatever or do whatever because I had a body cam. Nobody asked him to do that. He chose it. You see what I'm saying? So you have people when people say, "Oh, you have to." We've done all that we can to stay away from predators like this. Nobody did anything for these guys. I'm on one side, you could have gone on another side of the sidewalk. Plain and simple, right? You chose not to. Why did you choose not to? Why did you choose to still be in my energy? Why did you choose? And was laughing the whole way, as you can see. And then the big, fat, ugly, bald dude, they're both ugly. But the one, bigger predator, like to smell good stuff. Where I'm around, they smoke a lot of nasty Tijuana pee-pee weed. Um, so the bigger one, he's looking me dead. He's like looking me in my eyes because he wants that reaction. So you went out of your way to get a reaction from somebody that you don't know. What if it was one of these, the Uber driver or the sex offender illegal from the little Mexican gang or El Salvadorian gang? To me, it's all the same, right? You're going out of your way to harm somebody, provoke somebody unnecessarily. And this is what happens. So I still made it home. I gave them a few choice fucking words and they can repeat it. You know what I mean? They have their own, they talk among themselves, right? And so when one of these sexist pieces of rapist shit get offended, they all go on their message boards and they, all complain and do whatever they're going to do and throw their little temper tantrums. And this is one of those things where, oh yeah, she has that body cam. I remember her, So you're scared, but you want to get put on. So now you're put on as a sex offender. You're put on as a unsafe, mentally disturbed. It's not a stereotype. You came out the woodworks. I'm going to work. I'm doing what I'm doing, living my life, not paying attention to you. Not at all, right? So, it happens, Phoenixes, and sometimes we're going to react and sometimes we're not, with I'm just tired of them because I get this all the time. Every time you go outside, these guys are trying because the energy has changed and so they're actually coming towards now. They're actually these toxic narcissists and cluster B races and cultures and personalities in general are now just, going out of their way to feed. It is scary because these guys are the number one sex offenders in the country. That's what they were deemed after they did what they did. Their cohorts did what they did. So it's not me. I'm protecting myself. I will continue to wear my body cam. I will continue to post on predators and narcissists, and I will continue to tell the truth no matter what. So just wanted to share that. Your blessings are in your ashes, Phoenixes. Rise.